We are here in the interest of for 2011-0082 DPA. Would the parties identify themselves?
Claire Dew, attorney for the state, DCF.
Jonathan Erzari, dependency case manager.
Karen Roberti for the Guardian Ad Litem program.
Leah Doyle, attorney for the Guardian Ad Litem program.
Lori Loftus for Rachel Fryer, mother, Regional Council Council Office.
Rachel Fryer, the mom.
And we are here today for a judicial review and permanency hearing. The department?
Yes, Your Honor. The father is represented by Amanda Jacobson. I don't know if she's present. At the last judicial review permanency hearing, Debbie Fawarda sat in for her.
Who is that?
Amanda Jacobson.
She
represents the
represents Mr. Gordon. Yes. I've not heard from her, have you?
No, Your Honor, I have not.
Guardian Ad Litem?
No, we have
And
not
she's
heard
not
from her.
been here. Recommendation, and he's not present, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Recommendation of the parties.
Your Honor, I'd like to proceed with the hearing. The children have been reunified with the mother. A maintain and strengthen case plan has been filed. The court has already found that the father was not in substantial compliance with the case plan.
So you're recommending to move forward with the hearing today even?
Yes.
And that was Attorney Jacobson present when we set this hearing?
She was present on September 3rd. It was Debbie Fawarda sat in for her.
Okay, so there's notice.
Yes, there's notice.
Okay. Guardian Ad Litem?
We have no objection to proceeding without her present.
Your Honor, the report was filed with the court on December 3rd, and again, the goal is maintain and strengthen. A maintain and strengthen case plan was filed with the court with a goal date of May 17, 2014. We would ask the court to accept that case plan and find it to be appropriate. The children were reunified on November 17th with the mother, and at this time, she maintains partial compliance with the case plan. There are no issues regarding the children's safety. We would ask for another judicial review to be set on or about May 17th, 2014. At that point in time, the case should be ready for closure.
Guardian Ad Litem's response?
The Guardian Ad Litem did file a report also on December 4th, and we would ask the court to accept that report. It indicates that the children are happy to be home with their mother. The guardian observed them very happy, hugging the mother and kissing her, and there are some concerns about the mother's stability. Her income, I believe, is based on student loans, and she has been having some difficulty paying rent and having funds for food in less than a month that the children have been home. So we do have some concerns. I know the mother had plans to get another check from student loan. So hopefully those issues have been resolved. I think her landlord was going to agree to her to pay the rent late for December. But we are concerned about the stability of the placement. We don't want to see the children's placement fall apart with the mother. We'd like them to remain in the home with the mother, and that is our recommendation, but we would ask the department to provide further assistance to her so that there is no failure in the placement. And the children, as the court was just notified by the department, the mother did receive the reunification November 17th, and there's supposed to be early Head Start and care in the home, and we have not received any progress reports on whether or not those services are in the home.
Do we have the home services, in-home services?
Your Honor, no. I'm being advised that a referral was submitted on December 2nd for care to be put into the home. The case manager was not aware of the early Head Start. He was just assigned to this case, and he said he will address that matter immediately.
Okay, so I need care immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
What's today? Today's Monday. I need them to respond within 24 hours to the home and to remain there until further order of the court, and also order the Head Start
Yes, ma'am.
immediately to be addressed. Attorney Lott.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Fryer, it is true, she's had some temporary difficulty, and she's worried this is going to be viewed as an unstable situation. She was sick for 2 weeks with strep throat, and so she was unable to work. She cleans houses, so she was unable to work. She is in need of some money to help with rent. She is in need of some temporary assistance, and I don't know if any is available. I think she asked CDC if they could give her some rent assistance, about $353, and they told her no, and then they were not able to do so. She asked for assistance with food. Again, they said they could not assist her, and her food stamps are coming Thursday. And her other concern is daycare is $70 per week. So she was asking if there's a way, maybe a relative could be approved to watch the kids instead of having to pay $70 a week for daycare. I think we all want this reunification to hold together and to work. And I know she's working very hard. She's had that 2 weeks off that really put her behind. And if there's anything in the community that anyone knows of that can assist her, I know she would be thankful for the help.
Response from the department?
Yes, Your Honor. As to the food issue, the mother did state she will be receiving food stamps this Thursday. As for the daycare, if the mother has a relative that she believes would be appropriate, she needs to provide us with that information so we could do a home study and appropriate background checks. And I was advised by the case manager that the mother is eligible for 4C, and she cannot afford the balance, which is
$66 a week.
$66 a week is what she's unable to afford. And the reunification was based on her being able to afford the $66. We can assist her temporarily, but when the case shuts down, we won't be involved in a judicial case to continue assisting her.
Well, you better start assisting her immediately, or you're going to be picking the children back up. As in this week. And she has no money, so what are these children eating?
I was at the home last week, and she did, I saw groceries in the cabinets and the refrigerator. She did say she was able to obtain some food. The mom informed me she received about $180 in food stamps, but that's not enough, and
Is that a month?
A month, correct.
For 5 people?
Correct.
No, it's for me.
For you?
it's
Oh,
just for
okay.
you?
Okay, I apologize, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what she said.
I'm sorry, that was, I guess, before the reunification, but now the amount will go up that she
Yes,
has.
ma'am. I applied for food stamps for me and the children, so I'll be getting like 800, but it takes 30 days for it to go through, so I'll have my food stamps by this week, by the 12th.
So by the 12th, you'll have 800 and how much?
I don't know the exact amount, but it's around 800.
Okay.
$800.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the department's plan of action? Did I also hear she doesn't have the money for the rent, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, she's short on.
When is that payment due?
It was due on the first, but he gives me a $50 late fee, so it needs to be paid when the month is out.
What day is that due? The date?
The date, my rent is due on the 1st, so I gave him $400. He said if I don't pay on the 1st, a $50 late fee is applied. So it's due as soon as possible before the month's out.
So your rent is due
You're new to
January?
the case? You're new
Yes,
to the case?
I'm assigned, yes, ma'am.
When were you assigned?
The weekend the kids were reunified.
So in
On-
November?
Yeah, November 17th, ma'am.
Okay. And are you monitoring all of these situations?
Yes, ma'am. I brought it up to the director and my supervisor, and they advised me that we're not able to pay the rent or supply any funds for food. But I could go back to the agency and have this discussion with them again to see what we can do.
So you're prepared if she's kicked out of that home and puts the children someplace that's not a good situation to pick the children back up immediately?
Well, we don't want that, so, you know,
But
definitely.
you're monitoring that, you watch that situation,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're monitoring the food situation?
Yes, ma'am. I do weekly
Medical care,
visits.
Medical care?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And Ms. Roberti was just telling me that part of the reason that the mom's having difficulty as well is that she didn't have bedding for the children, and CBC could not assist with bedding, so the mother had to buy bunk beds. And so the funds that she used for the bunk beds had prevented her from having the extra money to pay the rent. So we just wanted the court to know that, you know, the mom did spend money that she had to on other things.
Okay. Anything further from any of the parties? So the recommendation is, for permanency, to accept the maintain and strengthen case plan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Hearing no objection, the court does accept the maintain and strengthen case plan. What date was it filed?
Your Honor, it was filed on December 4th.
Okay, filed on December 4th. Court does order all of the parties to comply with that case plan, and we will set this for a judicial review and permanency hearing. It's a 6-month case plan, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's move this out 90 days. Madam Clerk.
March 31st, 2014, at 1:30.
That's our next court appearance for judicial review, and we'll check back up on you and see how you're doing. And I do order all the parties to bring anything that, you know, needs to be brought to my attention.
And did the court accept the judicial review?
I do
report
accept the
today?
judicial review report of the department and of the guardian, make a finding that the mother is in partial compliance with her case plan, order the children to remain with the mother under the protective supervision of the department, and make a finding that the department has exercised reasonable means, and we have our next court appearance. Anything further?
We would ask that the children be ordered to remain in daycare, and I understand the mother may not be able to pay that, but if she can't, that the department would assist her so that we would have other eyes on the children, since they just recently went home.
Yes, you were planning on paying for that, right? The daycare was going to be paid for until, or unless there was a family member that was provided that met with the department's approval, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So you can get a family member involved, but I do order the department to pay for that daycare unless or until that happens. I obviously have, I need a game plan to show that the mom's able to support the family, because student loans are not a viable long-term game
I am
plan.
concentrating on that, so I don't know who said that. I'm not concentrating on that. I work, but I can't work if I'm sick. Everybody gets sick, you know, so I have to do what I have to do, and my rent's gonna be paid regardless. I just wish that they would help me. They'd rather help the father that's not here, that's not doing anything, pay for his classes and stuff, but I can't get any help, so.
Is he ordered to pay child support?
Your Honor, I don't believe the court gave him a specific dollar amount, but pursuant to his reunification case plan, he is supposed to provide support for the children.
Is he employed?
He does nothing.
He what?
He does nothing.
He's unemployed.
He's supposed to cut yards or something, but he does nothing. He doesn't even see his kids.
Is he able to work?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe what the department needs to do is to bring that issue of child support to the court's attention, and you know, the court could obviously, if he's able-bodied, impute salary to him. So you need to bring that to my attention if it's worth pursuing.
Yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I just would request that the minutes reflect that the department assists the mother with daycare instead of ordering us to pay for daycare.
Yes, assist. Yes, assist. Anything further?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Concludes this hearing.